And just thinking about just life in general and my life in particular, and his life. That in terms of our eyes, we're taught to judge according to appearances, as opposed to judge not according to appearances. It might appear that his life is short, but he made some impact to those of us who love him and still do. And I think that life, it serves us notice that there's a song that Celeste Johnson, a business partner, she sings, live each day. To live each day. Some people have a day, have a week, have 20 years, 40 years. In my case, I'm in my 77th year on the planet. And what it has done for me, I get to, with the time that I have left, to honor him with the life that I have left, to live full and to live this life empty, to live the rest of my life 100% for God, to be of service. I know he would want me to continue to change lives. And that's what I've been reflecting on. Sometimes we unconsciously, we sideline ourselves. We put ourselves on the bench because of age. And Matthew's life, he made an impact on me because it stirred something up in me that God said to me, "You're still here. I didn't call you out of the game. I didn't put you on the bench. There's more in you. You still have something else to give, something else in you that you have not expressed. That's why you're still here, because of my grace and mercy. Not to be on the couch, not in front of the television set. There's some lives that you're supposed to touch. Some people you're supposed to inspire. Some people that you're supposed to train. I'm not playing with you. Gotta get back out there." And it's always, when something happens, I ask God, what am I supposed to do with this? And what I'm supposed to do is say thank you for the time that we spent with Matthew and opening my eyes to take it to another level. And what I want to say to you, I don't know you, but as the saying goes, live each day, and as if it were your last. Things are happening that we never anticipate in this day and age. It's like a repeat. When the forces of evil say, take our country back, they're talking about not taking it back politically, but turning back the hands of time. And people of conscience, of morals, people who have awareness, well, take a stand for generations that are being born today and generations yet unborn. Tanya Brown, who is Cedric Brown's wife, no relation, but she said, this is a time for us to be visible, to be vocal, and to be vigilant, to be involved. And this thing called life, or remember that song by Dimples? If it ain't one thing, it's another. And so the three things that I like to reflect on, that dropped in my spirit, as Dwight Pleasure would say. One, do what matters. Do those things that matter. Avoid unnecessary drama. Life will bring you enough drama by itself. All you have to do is just keep living. All you have to do is just keep waking up. And you won't get a knock on the door. And life will say, it's your time now. It's your time now. You can say, who, me? Yeah, why me? I don't know, but it's your time now. And somebody said that life is like an onion. You have to peel it one layer at a time. And sometimes you cry. And I know that to be true. I know that to be true. Just connected with my birth family. Some of them were glad, but some weren't. To know me, because I was a secret. My brother and I, we were a secret. And it's painful to be rejected. If you choose to embrace it as being painful, or say to yourself, it is what it is. Whatever. And keep it moving. Don't buy into it. So that's one thing. You have to keep it moving and do your best with what you have. Next thing is, as I reflect on this my 77th year on the planet, not only doing what matters, but live the life that you. My oldest son says something that I had not thought about. He said, Dad, we've been living a blessed life. And when I think about how I got here, through effort, through time, and through doing something that's me, I encourage you to do that. Put effort and time in something that's you. Work harder on yourself than on a job. Put the energy on you. Life has no duplicate, and it has no guarantees. Live it on your terms. I wanted to see the world before I left the world. I've been probably to over 50 to 75 countries. And I've I believe like Helen Keller. She said, life is either a daring adventure or it's boring. I truly have not lived a boring life. I got my entrepreneurial mindset, my community activist mindset, my seeing myself as an ambassador of hope from my mother, Dorothy Bell Rucker, and Beulah Rucker. And I got having a good time from this dude named Doc Oliver Randolph. That was my father. So that's the only story I heard about him. Okay. I got the best of him and the worst of him. They say he's a clean-cut dude. I mean, he dressed meticulously, and he was a handsome dude, and he was a ladies' man. That's the only stories I heard about him. I have heard a now other story, as Baba would say. But my birth mother, Dorothy Bell, oh my God. She was a teacher, she was a singer, she taught Sunday school, Bible classes, she was a motivational speaker, she inspired and motivated people. She's a bad lady. She was something else, all right? And so I got the best of her and the worst of him. So I'm glad to still be here to serve God and to live a life that's my truth, the real me, not the one that I bought into based upon my environment and my circumstances and things I picked up in the streets. The real me, and living a life of contribution. Made a lot of mistakes. Had a lot of failures, a lot of disappointments. But I'm like the lady who said, Lord, I ain't what I want to be, ain't what I'm going to be. And thank God, I sure ain't what I was. And I'm scooting my way to success. My son, John Leslie, he's come up with this new concept. Scoot your way to success. And so, the other thing is, not only must you do what matters, avoid creating unnecessary drama, do what's you, do you, find something that resonates with your heart and master it. Master it. But the other thing that's important too, and please listen to me closely, be on a talent hunt. A talent hunt, looking for people who have skills, who have talents, who have abilities that you don't have, who are strong where you are weak. That's important. This is no time to try and do this thing called life by yourself. No time. You want to organize a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships. Become involved with a community of people that's going in your direction. That's why we started Hungry to Speak. And I've got a new group I've started, and if you're interested in, it's called Les at let me write it. I just started this, and I came up with this concept because I want to work with a small group of people, and that I can coach up close and personal, like my mother did. I've been talking to people, did some interviews with people from Gainesville, Georgia, who she coached and mentored. And one of them, she's an evangelist and happened to be a grand cousin on my father's side. And so I'm going to do that. I said, you know what? I want to do that. She was among a small group of kids that she worked with. And she's been telling me stories about my mother that I found fascinating. And she said, there's no way anybody who saw you and been around you can deny that you are Dorothy Bell's son. If you're interested in being coached by me, just reach out to me, les@coachmelesbrown.com. coachmelesbrown.com. I talked to a grandniece day before yesterday, and I said, do you think that my birth mother, Dorothy Bell, did she ever see me on public television or when I had my talk show? She said, She said, I remember when I was 12 years old, and when they introduced you on television, my Aunt Carrie, which was my mother's sister, asked, Dorothy, how do you feel when you see your boy on television? How do you feel when you're looking at your son? We've seen him several times now. And I asked, what did she say? And she said she just held her hand up just for Carrie to be quiet until the end of your presentation. And she said, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I said, wow. What are the chances that you were there on that day and you and I having this conversation? Look at God. So I know she saw me. I know she was aware of who I became. I don't believe it, I know it, because now I have people that can verify that. When you're adopted, it's like a missing piece to the puzzle, you know? Dorothy Bell, she gave me life, but Mamie Brown taught me how to live life. But there are things that's in me. When I look in the mirror, because of the pictures that I've seen of my birth mother, I can't see but anything but her face. And, oh my God, there she is. And I've always wanted it to. I said, God, let me see a picture. Let me hear a voice. And I have a recording of her doing a poem, and I have a picture of her, and I look at that picture, and I look at me. I said, it'd be criminal for her to say, that's not mine. I look like she made me all by herself. So I got my song, y'all heard it. I got two mothers and I'm not ashamed. I've got two mothers and I love them just the same. This thing called life. So I was just reflecting. Find something that's you and give it all you have. Live life on your terms. Make yourself stand out. And do what matters. Don't get caught up in the trivial things of life, the busyness of life. Sometimes we get so busy we think we're being productive, and all we're doing is wasting time. Time is a currency. And do some deep thinking and reflection of who you should be in and out of the pandemic. What does the next greatest version of yourself look like? That's what I'm reflecting on. That's what I'm thinking about. Pouring all that life into the life that my great-grandson Matthew did not get to live. I'm sure he's sitting on the other side with Malik. Go get him, Papa. That's what my grands call me, Papa. I don't know you, but I know this to be true. You're here for a purpose. You were chosen at this point in time to do the greater work, to create a better world for our children and for our children's children, to plant seeds for trees that we will not sit under and gather shade. Because we're here because somebody made a sacrifice. People went to jail, they lost their lives, stripped of everything. So you're not here by any accident, and if you're still breathing, not taking a dirt nap, if you can hear me, God has something else for you to do. I don't know how. Don't worry. Just make yourself available and say, here I am, Lord. Just say yes, as Shekinah Gloria would say. And just pour yourself into the mindset of, Lord, rescue me from myself. Deliver me from myself so that I can live for you. Liberate me. Point me in the direction of my exodus, as Donald Lawrence would say. That you want to live like a warrior and die a legend. What do you mean by that? Well, one of the first qualities of a warrior is courage. You want to live your life from now on with courage. That most people take their talents, abilities, and skills to the grave with them because of lack of courage. And courage is not the lack of fear. Courage is the willingness to do what it is you need to do, what you are called to do, in spite of the fear. You don't want to live a fear-driven life because you're depriving yourself, your family, and the world that you came here to do something. That's why we're told constantly in the book of life, be of good courage. Because there's stuff that's going to happen that requires that you have courage, that you stand up inside yourself and face it and handle it. Most people in a fearful situation, they forget everything and run, but there are few that in a fearful situation, they face everything and rise with courage. And that's who you are. That's why you're listening to me now, because there's something you want to do. And when you're going outside of your comfort zone, it takes courage. Most people, the majority of people, die within their comfort zone. They're not risk takers. They go through life trying to play it safe. Let me share something with you. There's no safe position in life. If we don't know anything else, if we have not learned anything else from the coronavirus, there's no safe position in life. You can't get out of life alive. You got to die to leave here. And so this is a time that you want to live your life full and do the things that you think about. Sure, you want to keep social distancing from people and from particularly toxic, negative, energy draining people. You want to keep social distance from them. Why? Because people rub off on you. But you're here to do the greater work. You're here to do something. You've got to live life like you mean it. When I decided to speak, I went at it hard because I didn't want to be just a speaker. I wanted to be a speaker that stood out, that made a national and global impact. And you can do that too. That's why you're listening to me. You have some talent, you have some knowledge, you have some experiences. You've seen some stuff. And there's some things in you don't want to take to your grave with you. So when you live like a warrior, you live courageously. You're fearless. Here's something else. When you live like a warrior, you honor your commitment. Commitment is major. See, when you decide that you're going to do something, when you commit yourself to live a life that's different than the life that you lived in 2020, you hold yourself to a higher standard. You're seeking something. You're pushing the envelope. You are challenging yourself. You are willing to walk by faith and not by sight. And you know, as a warrior, that there's a dramatic difference between being a warrior and being a worrier. Anybody can worry, and a lot of people are worried right now. Oh, the new virus coming, and it's even more lethal and spreads easier. Okay, got that. All right. And you got to eat. You got to pay the rent, got to pay the mortgage, got to pay the car note. I learned a long time ago the best way to get back on your feet is to miss 3 car payments. Come on. Yeah, but you don't want to be reckless. You don't want to die for a job. No. If somebody asks you, hey, sign here. In the event you get sick, you go on sewers. Do I look like Mr. Kadumbo? No. Create something else. Life is saying no. Don't put your life on the line saying, oh, I got to eat. I can either starve to death or I sign this and risk dying and leaving my family so they can starve without me. No. You can create something else. You have other options. Don't be limited in your thinking. I did that for years. Because I knew radio, I did it extremely well, and when I was fired, I was dumbfounded. What am I going to do now? Guess what? Learn something new. That's what. If you're willing to learn. See, most people aren't willing to learn. That's why I say, well, if I don't sign this agreement, my family will die. They'll just starve to death. Are you kidding me? Come on now. No. Don't sign anything that says that if you get sick, they're not liable, because they know that there's a high risk that you might get sick and they want you to be on your own. If you don't learn anything else, remember the name Herman Cain, who was sitting on the front row at a rally, proud, no mask. He got back to Atlanta, he had to go to the hospital. He said, no big deal. And now he's out of here 5 days later. They don't even mention his name. You talk about proud and involved on radio every day promoting the right. They don't mention his name as if he did not exist. Come on. This life is challenging us. In life, when you don't have enough courage or insight, intelligence, expanded vision, that you have outgrown a situation and it's time to move on, life moves on you. I'd outgrown radio. And now I can come on anytime I want and you can see me too. So you got to put your foot down. You got to get an attitude. Because, see, we're all basically the same. We're all basically the same. The only thing that separates us are our habits. I wanted something different for myself. I wanted something different for my mother. I did not want my mother working once I turned 18. So I made a commitment that I was going to generate enough money with my voice, with my story, in radio and then in speaking, to take care of my mother. You've got some talent. You've got something in you. There's a reason that God chose you out of 400 million sperm. You think you're just here to work on a job, pay the bills, keep a roof over your head, a car note, and then die? Come on. Give me a break. No. You're here to do the greater work. You know it's true. You can deny it if you want to. I don't know how low your consciousness is. I know some people, no matter what I say, they're not going to hear me. The state of consciousness they're in, this message is not for everybody. That's why Jesus said, he who has ear, let him hear. Let her hear. And the people that can hear me, if you can hear me in your heart, not in your ear, I'm not challenging you and your hearing aid. No, I'm saying what's in your heart. Where your heart is, there your treasure is also. When you live like a warrior, you are vigilant, you are courageous, you take initiative, you are ambitious, you have an expanded vision of yourself. You're going to take some chances on you. You're going to bet on you. You don't settle for any and everything when you're a warrior. And you got to be in fight mode. You got to be ready to fight. Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. I'm talking to you right now. I have some challenging pain in my body. But I had to fight to rise above that to come in here and talk to you now. I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm supposed to speak. I'm supposed to motivate and inspire people at a time that we need it now more than ever in the history of this country since we've been alive. And so, courage. Work on it. Raise the bar on yourself. Challenge yourself. Decide you're not going to be the same person in 2021 that you were in 2020. And the other thing is, and this is major, consistency. When I decided to be a speaker, I disciplined myself to memorize a minimum of 3 to 5 quotes every day. I didn't have any speaking engagements. The phone was not ringing to, hey, we'd like to book Les Brown. I was preparing myself. I want you as we, in this second day of 2021, just expect things to be great for you. Expect them to be great because you're going to show up differently. You're going to be consistent. You're going to do the things that you need to do that other people won't do. You want to be a perpetual optimist. Let's get it on. Life, you caught me by surprise in 2020, but that ain't going to happen in 2021. All the euphoria is gone. You've shown yourself. Oh no. I'm not going to get caught up in the hoopla. No. This is a fight. You've taken something from me. We've been stripped. We've been stripped of personal touch. We've been stripped of spending personal, intimate time with loved ones and family members and friends. We've been stripped of gathering together. We've been stripped of a sense of assurance and and faith. You've stripped us. No. And so when we look at this, we have to embrace the newness of this life. Reason I cut my hair, I want to remind myself when I look in the mirror, this is not the Les Brown that was in 2020. No. This is the one that's going to fight like a warrior and die a legend. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to make a greater impact. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to bring your family together. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to work on yourself. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to improve your health. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to create wealth. I want you to have the mindset that you're going to live an expanded vision of yourself, and you're going to go all in. All you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough. But make sure you do all you can do. A.L. Williams, come on now. You got to get fired up as you do at a football game or a basketball game, or you start doing a little dance in church where they start strumming the organ. Yeah, no. You want to be fired up thinking and being creative. That's how you want to get your shout on. And creating more wealth to protect yourself and to insulate yourself from the ugliness and from the poverty and from the pain that so many people are expressing. This is your time. And it can only be your time when you are willing, as you look in the mirror, when you get up in the morning, Lord, whatever I face today, together, you and I can handle it. All things work together for good, for those who love God and for those who are called according to his purpose. When you get up in the morning and you decide to live a courageous life every day, get up in the morning, you decide to make a commitment to live your greatest life. Get up in the morning in a spirit of gratitude and say, Lord, thank you for bringing me here. Thank you for dragging me into 2021. Thank you for protecting me and those I love. Thank you for the courage to go on, keep it moving, for those that did not make it, for my family members and friends that did not survive. I will live a life that will fill in the blanks for them, because I'm here because of your grace and mercy. I don't take it for granted that I'm still here. And as Orrin Hudson would say, the best day of my life. We're here. We're not taking a dirt nap. We're here. There's some people, no big deal. It's a big deal. We're here. Don't look past this. This life is to be lived. Life is for living, for being happy, for being productive. Herein my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit. Much fruit. Not a life of being average or being mediocre. Much fruit. You've been chosen. Are you feeling me here? You've been chosen. You have been chosen for the greater work. It's time to step it up. People who operate in darkness, they are relentless. They never stop. They don't take no breaks. They're always doing something. You get up in the morning looking at your phone and say, what happened now? Look at the news and say, oh my goodness, what's next? People who are spreading confusion and darkness and hate, they make it their full-time job to do that. And we have to make it our full-time job to fight back. We have to make it our full-time job. If they run over here, they will limp back. We have to make it our full-time job to fight for a future for our children, to live a life that will outlive us. Sometimes you got to be like Jesus was when he went in there and the disciples were drinking and playing bid whist. What? Y'all about to make me cuss up and then get out of here. Come on. Oh yeah. And so many people, it's easy to get relaxed. Once after all the celebration, it's easy to get relaxed. No, there's work to do. See, you've experienced some setbacks. In order, see, when a car's driving, if the back wheels go the same rate as the front wheels, it will never catch up. So in order to catch up with the front wheels, you got to speed up. You can't be average. You got to put the foot to the floor. That's where we are. See, when you have lost your job, I don't know if you've experienced it, but I have. When you get 2 or 3 months behind on your bills, it takes more than 2 or 3 months to catch up. You're looking at somebody, I used to be so broke, I'd walk past the bank and trip the alarm. Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, you want to live like a warrior. When a warrior, you in fight mode. You are willing to do whatever it takes for you to discipline yourself, to dedicate yourself, to take the initiative, to embrace the newness of your life. You're God's instrument. When you embrace the newness of your life, new habits, new choices, new behavior, new friends, you set yourself up for miracles. Miracles are things that God does for you, through you, as you, and you know it's not you. And the only thing you can say when those miracles show up, look at God. Come on now. Come on. Yes. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. It's your time. This is your time. And it requires courage. It requires commitment. It requires collaboration with like-minded people.
As you were speaking about, tapping into the heart, I want to know, in this chapter of your life, what is your heart telling you that you're going to be doing or that you need to do?
I do it every day. I asked an audience the other day, if you just had a few days to live, what would you do? And the majority of the people who had jobs said, I'll quit my job. And this is why I say, and I think one of the most important things that I say, live your life the way that you want to leave your life. If I knew that I had a few days to live, I would do more interviews. I would do more webinars, more Zooms. I would speak more often. I'd look for ways in which I could reach more people, because I'm living my life the way that I want to leave my life. I'm being true to me. I laugh a lot because I'm happy. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. I'm free to choose how this gift of life is God's gift to us, and how we live our lives is our gift to God. I'm free to choose to operate outside of the culture, outside of what's expected of me. I'm free to choose how I'm going to respond to things rather than react to things. I'm free to seek ye this day whom ye shall serve, the highest that's in me or the lowest that's in me. I'm free to stand on the knowing I'll keep thee in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, not on the fourth stage cancer that somebody with a white jacket and a stethoscope around their neck. I'm free to focus on the reality that doctors determine the diagnosis, but God determines the prognosis. And when I left Cancer Centers of America, I know that this battle, this fight that I'm in, life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, peace of mind, good health, living a life of contribution, once you stop fighting for that, what you don't want, anxiety, fear, hopelessness will take over. We always have a choice. That's not taken away from us. We have to give it away, regardless of our situation. That's why Paul said, count it all joy, all of it. All things work together for good for those who love God. Doesn't mean that all of it will feel good. Every day is not a good day, but there's some good, Candace, in every day. And I look for it. And if it's not there, I create it, because I'm made in the likeness and image of God. And I'm a co-creator with God. I believe what Abraham Lincoln said, that the future belonged to those who created. Oh, you bring the best out of me. Come on, bring it. I'm coming for you.
Oh my goodness, Liz, I absolutely love this. And, there's so many incredible high achievers that mention you as their coach, their mentor, their teacher. Some of the best speakers that are coming up today, Eric Thomas, mentions you as one of his greatest teachers. How does that feel, Liz, when you look and you see your legacy and you see the transformation you're making in people's lives?
It's humbling. I don't take for granted for that. It's humbling because somebody, Mr. Leroy Washington, Mike Williams, who wrote the book, The Road to Your Best Stuff. Mr. Washington was a speech and drama instructor who said to Mr. Brown, develop your communication skills, because once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. He's spoken to my life and said, someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. I was labeled educable, mental retarded, and he disrupted the story that I believed about myself, that I bought into from life. He disrupted that. And because of that impact he had on my life, I have been inspired to do for others what he did for me. And Mike Williams, who said, Brownie, you're more than a disc jockey. At that time, I was LB, Triple P, Les Brown, your platter playing Papa. There are none before me, there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only. Young and single and love to mingle, certified, bona fide, indubitably qualified to bring you satisfaction and a whole lot of action. Bam! He's gone. I had to kill him off. I was pre-saved. And this Les Brown, he saw this Les Brown before I saw him. And that's the value of having a coach, because as a result of that relationship, I became a community activist. Because of that relationship, I became a state legislator, elected 3 terms. Because of that relationship that still exists to this day after 52 years. There are people who know my name and my voice, and people whose lives that I've touched and been able to make a difference in life, because he saw something in me that I didn't see in myself.
Wow. I absolutely just love that, Liz.